In today's world, technology has become a staple for schools, just as important as reading, writing, and arithmetic. Children live in a digital age where mobile devices are as necessary as groceries. And a small but growing group of educators in the Valley is trying to exploit Twitter-like technology to enhance their classrooms. Technology is everywhere, touching almost every part of our lives, our communities, our homes. These days, it is also in our schools, a part of everyday learning in the classroom.
We're getting mobile devices in the students' hands and bringing that together along with students and teachers to transform the way we talk about teaching and learning and making sure that we're at that cutting edge.
McAllen Superintendent Dr. Ponce says his district is doing something many across the nation have not done. The district secured mobile devices for all 25,000 of its students. They're using iPads and tools like FaceTime to revolutionize the student-teacher learning experience. Children as young as 5 years old are thriving and loving the idea.
I have iPad.
What are you playing with today?
The letters.
By January 2012, more than 5,000 iPad 2s and more than 400 Ipod touch devices will be in the hands of both teachers and students. It's an initiative Dr. Ponce says is already increasing student academic achievement and closing the gap for at-risk children. He says the move into the digital world will not only make the students more competitive, but also increase the value of the community of McAllen.
The slope, distance, and midpoint worksheet.
Harlingen South High School geometry and digital electronics teacher Brenda Amitrani uses social media to help her students excel inside and outside of the classroom.
And we cannot predict how the future is going to look. So what we can do is give them a foundation about how to engage in a social media setting.
How does she incorporate it? Amitrani has created a Facebook and Twitter page to communicate important classroom information, tutor, and encourage parent involvement. She also uses this smart pen that allows students to take the lecture home with them.
I also use a pen called LiveScribe that records my lecture voice and while it's recording my pen, what I'm writing down, so it gives them an extra tutoring time.
Amitrani says while some people may not agree with this new teaching method, students are embracing it. Students told Action 4 News technology engages their mind and makes them want to be successful.
It's a lot more interesting because it's more electronic, whereas other classes are just like paper, and I guess students just get bored with that.
Those who come from a bilingual household find social media teaching helpful.
My parents were like, this is good, you can always, if you need help with the problems, if they can't help me, my parents speak Spanish. I can go and tweet her and ask, what are the problems? How do you do this problem? It's very helpful.
Skeptics fear introducing these tools into classrooms will distract students and teachers and lead to off-topic, inappropriate, or even bullying remarks. But both Dr. Ponce and Mrs. Amitrani say precautionary measures are taken to make sure that does not happen.
Responsible digital citizen. So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that we have to do with policy, with practice, with implementation, with just all that you think about having to do. It's not just about putting the device in someone's hands.
There are a lot of negative stories and a lot of negative backlash about teachers and in the media. So we want a way to show that it's not just a negative tool. It is a positive tool. We can use it, but you have to follow the guidelines.
School administrators suggest setting up professional Twitter and Facebook pages. That way, all personal information is kept private, but students and parents are still involved in learning outside the classroom. The McAllen ISD and Harlingen CISD school districts were both able to transform learning in the classroom thanks to grants applied for by the school and partnerships formed with Apple Inc. and Abilene Christian University. In the studio, I'm Astrid Martinez, Action 4 News.